Man, this story is so compelling. I really wish I knew how to read. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Just checking out a copy of Tomy from Junji Ito's collection. Got it off of Books A Million, and you should do the same. Feel free to check out the link in our bio, the link in the description of this video. Feel free to go on hubtaku.com and check out the Books A Million link. Get you a discounted copy of this. Any other manga you're looking for under the sun, they got it. You want your Bleach, you want your Sailor Moon, you want your Chainsaw Man, you're going to be able to see that on the site at a discounted rate. And most importantly, it's a physical copy. Nothing beats the paperback, dude. Feel free to check it out. That's booksamillion.com. Check the link in our bio, get you a discounted rate, and always keep your head in the clouds. Hello. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to yet another episode of Air It Out here from Hubtaku. I am Vonnie, one of your gracious hosts. We actually are also brought to us by the other co-founder, Tammy. How's everything going with you?
Doing good.
Good. She really be running things around here, but it's gracious that she was able to get on this one episode. And we're also brought to us with somebody very lovely. Feel free to introduce yourself as well.
Hi, my name is Jessica, the social senpai. Thanks for having me on.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, when we first started Hubtaku and things started really getting a lot more traction, we saw your profile pop up. We looked into the social senpai and everything, and we were thoroughly impressed. I don't know, I want to know more about it, but there's so many questions that I have on that front, and I don't want to get ahead of myself first. I want to start off by starting with our very first piece. The one thing that we always like to do with our guests on the show, Air It Out, we ask them, hey, we want to let you air it out. We give you one topic that you pick and just speak to. You can say whatever you want about it. You could literally be like, yo, this new build of Pokemon Unite that came out was great, awesome, or whatever you want to say. So I want to give you that floor right now.
Okay, cool. Well, I've been a Pokemon fan for a very long time, since I could remember. I've had Pokemon games, Pokemon cards. I super fandom, but after the fourth generation, I kind of just was like, Pokemon needs to stop. I almost was just kind of done with Pokemon, just for the sense of why do we have a garbage Pokemon? Why do we have keys? Why do we have a lamp? At this point, we're making household Pokemon, and I just can't. So
I'm gonna stop you right there real quick. That apple turnover Pokemon, fire.
You would be a fan of the apple turnover.
No, it's the ice cream Pokemon for me.
The ice cream Pokemon
with the triple scoop.
Which generation was your favorite though?
Sorry, let me think. I can't remember. I think it was the third generation when the starter Pokemon was Torchic and what's the other one? Trico. But mine is Torchic. Torchic was the cutest one.
And Tammy, what did you say your favorite generation of Pokemon was?
That's also my favorite. Piplup?
Oh yeah, Piplup.
No,
that was a cute one.
Wait, is that
Piplup was
Piplup
was Gen 4 or was that Gen 3? Yeah, Piplup was Gen 4 because that was Diamond and Pearl.
Oh, that was with Torchic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the one with it's on the top of that, regardless of the fact, Torchic and all of them, Blaziken that generation.
Got you. Yeah, for that. So Torchic, it was Torchic, it was Trico, and Mudkip was Generation 3. That was it. Right. Yeah. So me being who I am, I always like to stick to Gen 1, although Gen 2 is a very special place in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pokemon Blue was actually my very first video game of all time.
Yeah.
So it holds a very special place in my heart. I think it's cool as shit that we all actually have Pokemon in our backgrounds, and so far right now, I see that great ball right there. Yeah, very nice. So if you could have a starting 6, Jessica, which one would you roll with?
Starting 6, EVs, so I can get all the evolutions. For real. I mean, I just feel like they're the best. Is it cheating? Damn. Okay. All right. We'll find it. Bulbasaur for sure because I have a little Bulbasaur right here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
Bulbasaur for sure. Totodile. I'll have an
Ooh.
Eevee. Um, a Chikorita because it turns into Chikorita is just like so cute. She's a cutie with sass. And how many is that?
I think you're at 3.
Three. And then I just fell in love with the what's a Pokemon? Because I'm playing it right now. I'm trying to remember. Um, it's the honeybee one.
Oh,
The
Combi or
yeah,
Vesperine?
Combi, Combi.
Combi.
Because I just think it's so cute.
Yeah.
All my Pokemon are cute Pokemon. So like they're not
Reasonable.
very ferocious or anything at all. Um, Butterfly, and then what's the next one? One more to really set it off. Probably a Torchic. Probably a Torchic. Gotta have a fire type. So
I fuck with that.
yeah.
Like, Tammy, that pretty much. I know a couple of those line up with some of your favorites. I know Bulbasaur is one of your favorites. You always use Eevee and Unite. Who else are you rolling with?
True. I'm a big fan of Pikachu. Since I think if I had to roll with them, Tropius would be cool because um, I would like a Lapras so I could surf. Or
Mm-hmm.
I want a mean
So
one,
smart.
so like a Steelix or something like that would help me fight through anything. Let's go with Pachirisu.
Pachirisu. I forgot about that one. I'm not even gonna hold you.
That was a good one.
My 6, I'm rolling with personally. Number 1, I'm gonna pick a Wartortle. Wartortle is probably my favorite designed Pokemon. And the 6 that I choose is strictly off vibes alone. I'm not even thinking about battling. I'm not thinking about EV or none of that other shit. We're not doing that in this household. It's all vibes. I'm doing a Wartortle. I'm picking a Slowpoke. I'm picking a Lucario. I'm picking. Let me see. Slowpoke, Lucario, Wartortle. I feel like I need a flying type, so maybe a Tropius. I'm thinking maybe a Tropius.
Yeah.
Maybe a Tropius. I agree with Lapras. I would pick that as number 5. Number 6, I'm rolling with a. And this shit changes all the time. Let's be real, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Number 6.
What about an X-Cloud? That one is pretty good.
X-Blood is really cool, but I
That
feel
one-
like he'll get loud as shit in the crib. Like, imagine you trying to sleep, you got work in the morning, and the X-Blood is like thrashing, raging around. Wait, no, what the fuck am I thinking about? Number 6 is Snorlax.
Snorlax. That is a perfect one. Oh my gosh.
Yo,
Snorlax is dope.
Tammy got me a large ass Snorlax one day that like literally just sits in the crib. Usually he's in the background, but I switched it up for Mew this time around. Literally just lays there. It's one you could like sleep with if that's your type of steez. That's one that like you could sit on a coffee table or whatever, and it just feels like, hey, a sleeping Pokemon is blocking away. Like, it's a great conversation starter whenever people are around.
That's cute. I like it.
So like with Pokemon, do you ever find yourself implementing that into your brand per se? Implementing it
Oh
into like
yeah.
social senpai? Like, tell me
Oh.
more about that.
So the Pokemon theme song I will forever live by. I mean, like, I just think that it has a lot of good values in it. Like when you sing the song, it makes you feel good. So I use that a lot as far as like leveling up, creators candies and different branding. So that's Pokemon plays a lot in that.
Can you actually like walk us through though? Like, one, not only Social Senpai as a brand, but also leveling up the newsletter. Can you like tell for the people who don't know?
Oh yeah. Okay. So let me just go through social senpai networking is for black creators that love anime, love video games. I myself love MMORPGs, and also like cosplay, and are trying to like find a way to monetize and build a way to make money from their passion so that they can do what they love and not feel like they're just doing something so that they can make a living. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it took me a while to really get to this point because I was on Instagram and I had a whole different business. But when I came on the Twitter and I got on the X Mirror Spaces and I saw that there was a community of blurs, I was like, I'm home. I'm finally here. I've made it. It took me a while because in high school and in college, we had a nerds corner, and that's people would bring their PlayStations, their Xboxes from home, even their TVs, and we had a gaming corner, and we would play like DOA and Tekken and all kinds of stuff for like
Woo!
hours, hours in between classes. Um, so yeah, I mean, social senpai networking is really just to uplift and kind of, and not kind of, but give representation and motivate and inspire the Black creator to push past whatever insecurities that they have. The Leveling Up newsletter, Social Society newsletter, it is to give tips and tricks and advice, some relatable information that's going on. Like I'm writing one right now, and it's about being yourself, even though you feel like the industry that you're in may be oversaturated, you still bring your own flavor to the industry, to the market. So like myself, I in this newsletter, I talk about how I discovered someone. His name is Saeed, I believe, Syed.
Mm-hmm.
He's been, I'm assuming, around for a while because he has 17K followers. His newsletter has 2,000 plus people, and his branding is video game esque. You know what I'm saying? Like, he talks about the EXP boost. That's what his newsletter is called. And so when I saw it, I was like, oh, dang, he's already doing something similar to what I'm doing, you know? And I wouldn't want what I'm doing to be a copycat, but I know that what is setting us apart is the fact that I'm focusing on a specific demographic. And also, I don't know if for sure his audience is creators that are in the gaming, anime, cosplay industry, or if he's just using that as a branding, marketing kind of thing. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm speaking specifically to a certain group of people. So,
You know, it's funny. In part,
definitely over time too.
man. So Jessica, pardon my language when I say this, but
yeah.
there's a lot of dick riders out there. With that being said, like the greatest thing that I've learned, and you obviously know this too, because without that, Leveling Up wouldn't be what it is right now. Like none of this shit is original. Like
I say that in my newsletter. Go
none
ahead.
of
I'm
this shit
sorry.
is original. No, please
We
speak to
repeat
this.
it like daily, like daily working at Hubtalk. It was like none of like it's not something original, more so of like there's not up there anymore. So while we're not saying to copy and revamp it to make it your own, I'm assured you, and you build that stuff over time. So
Right, exactly. I definitely agree. And I say that in my newsletter. It says nothing is new under the sun, so they say. And it's true. I mean, just like there are, plenty of marketers like myself that are into video games and, speak to creators, but I have a specific experience that I've gone through since 2017, being a mother of four, going through different pivots and changing in industry and services and products. I've gone through a lot of different things, been in a lot of different industries. So I want to be able to give that knowledge that I've acquired to the people that I feel like really need that I mean, like, I know people don't like making things about race, but I already know that the Black and brown communities, we struggle a lot,
That's
especially
that.
with business basics alone. I mentioned this in a thread, someone else's thread. They're like, if you got $1,000, what would you do with it? And they were talking to streamers, and I said, I hope that you would be trademarking trademarking your name and getting an LLC, and like doing the business of it so that you can have longevity beyond just streaming right now. Because
DBA.
I'm trying to tell. So that's just some things that I like to talk about, and we'll be talking about in my newsletter and stuff like that. So
It's cool. Like a lot of so I came into this personally just not knowing much about the business side of anything. Even working in corporate America, there's only but so much you know.
yeah,
Um, I think it's cool though on that we have people like you coming into the fold, teaching people about this business side, teaching people about like, hey, this is the move, this is the maneuver that you make to make your brand make sense.
yeah,
Um, like a lot of people think, hey, I'm just gonna go get an LLC, but don't know what actually entails and goes into it, the
right.
time it takes for it. People don't think about a lot of things, just like how much all this ultimately costs. Even when you have it, the rules and regulations you have to abide by, because there's still just rules. Like while I have this name, I still can't do these different things because that's just an
Hmm.
infraction. It's a lot of shit that goes into it that people don't talk about.
Right. Yep.
Um, I think it's important for you on your side, like when you're doing this. I think it's important for people like you to be in that mix because it allows for everybody to get their business in order and make sure that they're doing the right thing. So I want to give you that kudos to thank you for the shit.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was very concerned because my name, Social Senpai, someone actually has a clothing brand that's called Senpai Social. They're I don't believe no longer in business. I don't think they're like selling right now. I contacted them. Even I found them on Instagram. I contacted them, sent them a message, sent them an email and said, "Hey, I noticed that our names are very similar. However, I don't have any merchandise. I don't sell clothes or anything like that. I'm specifically working in like social media and marketing, digital marketing. So do you think that this will be a problem?" And they never reached back out to me. But the person that I was talking about before, as far as who advised me that it should be okay that our names are similar but not the same. So I went to the United States Patent and Trademarking website because I was like, oh, well, I need to learn. Like, I need to just read whatever I can to make sure that if I go into the action of getting my LLC or trademarking or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? I don't want to have someone coming with a cease and desist and then try and find me or take my business away. So,
And not only that, let's keep it real, bro. This Google shit is free. Like niggas need to really just like open up their computer, go past the memes, and actually read up on something. Like, and I understand us, it's our job to be there to give people this knowledge, but it's only so much knowledge you can give people before they have to kind of go for their own selves.
yeah.
Excuse me. To go for their own selves and actually like seek out the intangible information that they need. So yeah, like go to the like just I don't know, like go to your county offices and things like that to figure out more information. Like go on these trademarking sites to figure out the cost, how much it works, the proper way to go about it, because a lot of people don't know when you're doing stuff like that, you can go very deep in the game and then there'd be like one or two hiccups and then you got to start from square one all over again.
Mm-hmm.
And the money you put into that shit, you're not getting that back.
Yep. Yep. All of
So
that. That is very
And
important.
expensive too.
very much extensive. um But so for you, assuming like the business is in order though, you got the social senpai, you're here now at this point where you're moving and shaking. Like,
Yeah.
what was the ultimate plan down the line? Like some things that you were like, I want to accomplish this, I want to accomplish this, and I want to accomplish that.
Right now, I am working on a program, a coaching program, and this is for creators who may not have a budget for having someone do it for them, because I want to make this known that as you grow, your team is going to have to grow as well. I mean, I see that
Facts.
you have, YouTube, but I'm assuming that there's more than YouTube. But eventually when you start growing, you have to start adding people on. But in the beginning phases, you really have to do a lot of the work yourself. And so my coaching program is to teach people how to do research, how to set up their brands and their businesses, their automations, their systems, things that kind of take the weight off of them so that they're able to really focus on creating the way that they want to create, but also make money while doing it.
Hmm.
I also tell people it takes a while. Like this stuff, my course is only 6 weeks, but the 6 weeks is to teach you how you can continue to grow steadily and have those like self reflection for yourself and your business, your goal setting, breaking down your goals, and really understanding how to get through those steps so that you can get to the next milestone. And my coaching program is based like a video game. Just
Mm.
because I have ADHD. So, like, if certain things don't happen for me, I kind of lose interest. So many times I've started something and it just does not happen. But so and there's this has real in real life rewards. So every week I give you a quest. You have a quest log that I send to you. It's a printed actual log book, and you write down what your quest is. You have a section for journaling and note taking, research, things like that. And then at the end of the week, we convene, we talk about what you worked on, how I can help you get to the next level, and then I reward you with money if you want money. Like, I mean, I'm gonna set these in place, but it's gonna be like maybe $20 cash app. So each level you get something different.
Hmm.
um and I know that money, even though money is involved, sometimes money isn't a big enough motivator for some people. And then that's a big part of when I'm talking to the individuals, is understanding what motivates them and what moves them. Because
That's a fact.
everybody's not motivated by money. You know what I mean? So after that, then there's a whole other process of building your character. So you're gonna think of your business or yourself as a character, like on Sims, and you give yourself attributes. And it's just I want to make this fun. I don't want to make this another program where you're like, you check into a Zoom call, you talk for an hour, and then you kind of like, okay, what do I do now?
Like now what? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be very hands-on, because I know that for myself, if I don't have someone that's kind of like guiding me a little bit more hands-on, more like Jessica, like checking in with me, then I kind of fall off. I'll fall off, lose interest. I'll think that it's too hard. But I've been working a lot on my mindset so that I don't fall into those moments.
And I appreciate that. So that specifically, that last piece of just having something or somebody to hold you there on that front to make it work. When you talk about earlier, you said you're really big on MMOs. RuneScape was one in my childhood that I used to run a lot. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the program, the way you're saying it, the level up and the quest, everything gave me RuneScape vibes just now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to play that game if it wasn't for my roommate, like my best friend. I wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for him to kind of like make that make sense. So it's cool that there's a program in place that helps you and makes you feel like, all right, well, hey, I have that player two with me right now to get this across this hurdle, and it's helping with my my content down the stretch anyway to make this make sense. Like, that's innovative, actually. That's actually innovative. A lot of people's not doing that as far as in a video game sense on that front. I'm gonna make sure for this video to actually link this. By the way, everybody, if you're out there watching, it's gonna be linked down below. Make sure you click into it, throw some coin her way, celebrate. We're gonna make this make sense. Yeah. And ultimately, she's talking about the $20 cash app. If you get through this shit, like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, how could you not?
I have a lot of different things for rewards. Not just money, but maybe like gift cards to. I really want to take the people's interest into consideration. So like if somebody was doing cosplay and that's what their business was or that's what their passion was, I would like to reward them with gift cards to to a shop that they like, or things like that. Or if they're into gaming on Twitch, I would like to get them some emotes. I have someone that did my emotes and I love them, so her name is Olivia. And just rewarding them with stuff like that, because I know that is costly sometimes, so I just want to reward people for their hard work, especially when they're really trying to break the stigma, or the stigma that small businesses or small brands don't last very long, and
Right.
it's hard to get to the next level.
So did you think you were going to be coming up with this kind of innovative idea when you were, say, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old?
No, I knew for a long time I wanted to make video games. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I wanted to make video games. I loved art, drawing, anything. My dad told me that since I could pick up a pencil, I've been drawing. And so I love creating. And I wanted to be a video game person. I wanted to make video games. And so from that age, I never thought that I'd be where I am right now. Like, so honest.
Damn, you just like me for real. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Excluding Pokemon,
Mhm.
can you give us a top 5 video game list?
Top 5 video games. Dig Dug is
Woo! Okay,
is all of my stuff is really old, like old school kind of stuff.
that's fair.
So yeah, I mean, but excluding Pokemon, Dig Dug was one I used to sit in the room and play all the time by myself, like trying to get past those bosses, bro. It was difficult. So Dig Dug. I still play Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation 2.
Nice.
So I have that one. Yes, Kingdom Hearts. And the music is so nice.
Goated soundtrack.
Bro, I was
When
listening and I was
you
just like
walk
sitting there.
away, you
You don't hear me. Don't get me singing.
please.
Don't get me
No, we
singing.
aren't gonna do that.
I can't-
Oh baby, don't. I'm not gonna do that. I'm good.
It's good. But and then Kingdom Hearts, really, I tried Starfruit just because of Kingdom Hearts, and Starfruit is banging. So
Is it?
good. Yeah, it's really good.
That shit scared me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, you have to get them when they're ripe, because they kind of get tangy. I mean, I like tangy, but they can
Personally,
be
yeah.
sweet too. Yeah,
I don't like
I like
sweet
the tangy
that much. So like, if it's tangy, that's probably my type of steez.
Yeah, I like sour blueberries and sour grapes. Anyway, sorry. So Dig Dug, Kingdom Heart. What's another one? Oh, Bloody Roar on the PlayStation 2.
I want to stop you. Niggas don't talk about Bloody Roar enough for my liking.
know.
Niggas don't talk
I
about
know.
Bloody Roar enough for my liking, man.
Oh, yo,
I
I like you, bro.
Man, Fox, Hugo, like, bro. Oh my God, that was the game.
Jenny the Bat.
Jenny the Bat
was wild, bro. She picked you up.
Man, what?
Done.
Quiet as it's kept. That shit had a better it had a better, what's the word I'm looking for? Had a better snap it out. Concept. It had a better concept to me personally than a Tekken or than a Street Fighter.
It was good, man. It was good. That was a good game. We still play it. I mean, we still have it. We play it like that. Soul Calibur is any really fighting games, bro. Like fighting games, but so that's consoles though. So like I played Elder Scrolls. I played Skyrim. Was good.
Skyrim was good.
Can we go to MMOs real quick? Because MMOs is where it's at.
Go crazy.
My initial MMO was Trickster Online. I mean, I played RuneScape, but Trickster Online was the best MMO RPG game I've ever played in my life. And when they took it away from here, I was so heartbroken. You played it?
Yes.
I've never met anybody that played it.
Oh my God.
Really?
This was probably around my whatchamacallit times. I didn't play it too much. Let me not do that.
Okay. I played it a lot.
The games around that time I was playing Trickstar Online. I was playing there's this game. Fuck, what is that game with the little dinosaurs and shit? It's not an MMO. Neopets.
Neopets, yeah, Neopets. Yep,
Neopets,
nice.
and the
Hmm.
other game was called, I just saw a thing, Habbo.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, Habbo was like just a bunch of little like avatar. It was literally like think Minecraft looking people just walking around talking, interacting with people.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay, I know
that.
what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
I'm
for
go
sure.
crazy
big
with
on
your MMOs.
Maple
No,
Story.
Maple
Maple
Story, the
Story was
side
that shit.
scroll, yeah, yeah. And the thing is, like, I tried to play Maple Story, but I don't know. I think it was too much, like, too too much for me as far as like because the people were 2D and they were like standing on top of each other and then side
Yeah,
scrolling, and I was like, oh, bro, I don't know if I can handle this.
graphics at the
But
time were terrible. So
They were
I get
yeah,
bad.
yeah. I tried, and I tried a few different times. I mean, like, I felt like Maple Story was really an era, like that was really, really something. But it's just like, have you ever played? It's El Sword, and that's a side scrolling, but it's 3D.
I've not played that one.
That's a good one. That one, Latel, Scarlet Blade,
Scarlet
Terra
Blade,
Online.
Terra Online. I've
Um,
I those
a
I
lot.
haven't played yet, but I've heard of them.
They're so good. They're so good. I'm so sad because I have a Mac. Um,
Uh,
and yeah, yeah, the hard sigh.
I do too,
Um,
but man, you might need to hit that boot camp. I'm not gonna lie, something, some.
I'm ready to like really just invest into like a HP because I played everything on my HP. Everything
Hmm.
from like Skyrim. You know what I'm saying? On Elder Scrolls, I played Blade and Soul. Like I played so many different things. But anyway, yeah. So
So like when you were playing these games and stuff, can you describe your OC, your main character that you came up with? Like, what did that person typically look like?
Uh okay, I'm gonna go to Terra Online for this one because the
Hmm.
character creation was fire.
Yes,
Um I believe the name was a Elfin. Is that right?
Elfin,
Ellen. Ellen. It's the little characters that look like cats that have
the cats people.
ears.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um really anytime that there is a furry type creature, it's that's me. I'm the cat. Like on on Skyrim, I'm the what's it called? I know the name.
the names on Skyrim don't they escape me, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
That one. I'm always that. And so like usually I'm a mage character. I
Mm-hmm.
love playing with the mages. I was a mage on Trickster. I was the sheep. Um always had like purple because purple's my favorite color. Short,
Mm.
very cute. That's really always like my characters.
I fuck with that. Like the design whenever I was making the character, for some reason they always had to have long hair.
Yeah.
Um, maybe I was just accounting for it because I knew deep down the line that I was going to end up being going bald. That might be it. Um, they always
trying
had
to
long
trying to
hair.
make up for it.
Yo, facts. Yo, my dad, my grandpa also had, like the Tekken Heihachi hairstyle, the little like, yeah, I mean, I was like, my hairline about to be cooked, boy. That shit, nah, I'm holding on to it for dear life right now. It's crazy.
Trying all the things.
Trying everything. Um, always had dyed hair. If it was any color that was not black or brown, I was definitely using that color, which again
Hmm.
is why I utilize that now. Um, yeah, like anything that just looked out of the box and unorthodox, I was definitely
Yeah.
going to be that type of person to do it. And the reason why I asked that is because like with that character design, like that usually kind of tells a lot about what you're going to be doing down the stretch. Like for me, the unorthodoxness of, hey, I want to have this long hair and these like wild tattoos on or this or that.
Oh
I
yeah.
want that to reflect my brand of like, hey, this is the type of person I am. This is the type of stuff that I'm pushing, but it's still going to be successful. Like for you,
Hmm.
do you feel like that shaped how you move now?
Yeah. I mean, like a lot of my character creation is from anime, like anime inspired, like like really bright colored eyes, going with the hair and all of that different type of stuff. But
Mhm.
I think that I'm always trying to think of ways that I can just be honest, like it's true to myself. And like you said, like most of the time I do try and create characters that are very similar to me as far as 'cause I have tattoos. So I'm always gonna have tattoos on my characters. I'm always gonna have ear piercings. I've always wanted a nose piercing. So some of the things I kind of
Join the
live
club.
vicariously through my character.
Hey, join the club. I'm telling you, it's fun.
I
It's
want
fun.
one. I want
Join
one
the
right here,
club.
bro. So bad. I
Join
want a
the
hoop.
Yo, I got two. Come on,
Yeah,
join the
I know.
club.
I was looking at them. I want them so bad. I
Yo,
want
it's
that and a lip piercing. I want one, but
that
I
lip
want it.
piercing is one day. One
And
day.
then I had locks for 5 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I want to bring my locks back. And any character I have usually has locks. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, but I mean, bringing that into like my business and into my personality, I've always been that type of person that wanted to be perceived as strong, but still cute. Like I want to
Yeah.
be approachable, but I still want to have the strength and the, like determination and stuff like that. So it's kind of a balance sometimes.
I'm be honest with you. Like the way the social senpai is moving from what it looks like, I'd say you're making that 8, 9 year old Jessica proud. And you deserve to pat yourself on the back for that. Like you earned that.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And like honestly, it's really cool because I'm learning a lot more about you now, having this conversation than like just from research and stuff. What are some other things that people just don't know about you and would be surprised to know that you feel comfortable sharing?
Hmm. I really don't know. I mean, I've put a lot of myself out there. You know what I mean? Other than like, you know, I I've been I have 4 children, right? I've been married. I'd never graduated college. I dropped out one semester left. I went to Art Institute for
Oh wow.
yeah, for in Virginia Beach for 1 quarter, and then I had to move schools because I was moving. So I
Mhm.
went to ODU in Norfolk, and
Ooh, Old Dominion?
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I was going to the Art Institute for Animation Illustration, and then ended up going to ODU because for drawing and design because they didn't have animation illustration.
Right.
So I was just like, okay, I'll take what I can get. But I never finished. I had like biology and the major courses left. I finished everything else. And that's because by the time I had maybe like, I think, yeah, I had 2 kids at that point. And I was actually living house to house. So like, yeah,
Oh.
I was staying at my mom's house. I was staying at, because I'm married. So me and my husband and I have known each other for going on 9 years. We've been married for 4. September the 7th, that's our anniversary. So it was
Nice.
thank you. Yeah, so we were living at my parents' house, his parents' house, like every other week. We would be moving from one house to the next house. It was rough, you know what I mean? Like it was hard. So going through that with 2 children, and then also like just financially not knowing what you're doing, then then I'm not having like, I didn't finish college. Like I was going through a spiraling depression. Hey
I feel
Isabella,
that.
hold on, baby.
Oh, live look, Isabella on the like. Let's go.
she was like, "What? Oh, never mind." And walked out.
My
Um,
mommy's famous.
yeah, no. Hey, look, I want y'all to know that anytime that I have an interview, I'm like so grateful. Like anytime that somebody's like, "Hey, can I get to know you?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh." You know what I mean? Like I really want to cry because I never thought that anybody, even though I put myself out there, I never really think of myself as that remarkable or that anybody would want to get to know my story. And that may sound crazy, but it's just how I feel sometimes. But yeah,
It's
so
totally relatable. Me all the time. Like, yo, you need to get your shit together. I feel like I'm doing the work that I love to do, so I don't know if it's quote remarkable to what other people say. So I get.
Hey, um,
yeah.
I want to tell y'all something, y'all two ladies, and y'all didn't need me to tell y'all this, Y'all was doing great without just saying this, but I'm gonna set some time around to give the both of y'all flowers,
Hey.
because now knowing Jessica, just like the backstory of where you came from, like the house to house, me knowing Tammy on a personal level, and whoa, words, fuck, knowing Tammy on a personal level, and the stuff that she had to go through to pretty much get to where she's at now with TCF, with Hubtaku, Empower
Mm-hmm.
Asian American, everything. Like, y'all are actual fighters, and this is crazy how y'all fought, scratched, and clawed to get to where y'all are at, and everything's on the up and up on both sides and
Oh
both
yeah.
ends. So when you come through and you say something along the lines of like, yo, I really don't feel that remarkable, like, nah, this is not that type of party. Like, you are remarkable in that sense. People like me who have lived life aimless for a long ass while look at people like you who had to go through a lot of these pitfalls, and then y'all come out better on that end, just, still heading towards that goal that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
That's a level of determination that I don't a lot of people just don't have. A lot of people just, they can't hold that shit. Um I Man, I just wish, from a mental standpoint, I was as strong as the both is half of the both of y'all. So I wanted to make sure I stopped to tell y'all, like, look, what y'all going through right now, like these accolades that y'all are currently getting, the accolades that are going to be coming in the future, um this is shit that you deserve, and it was just a matter of time before it got to you. And I'm grateful for the fact that I get to live to see y'all getting this shit.
Hey, much love, man. You have no idea. I'm trying to hold back tears. Like, I appreciate that. That's really nice, man. Thank you, thank you.
Man, it's beautiful, bro. Like, look at this shit, man. Niggas is really out here getting it.
I know.
I'm
That's how I
saying,
feel.
who
That's
would have
how I
thought?
feel, bro. Oh, it's so good. It's so good when you see other people like, coming up and taking those next steps. Like, I've never been a person that was like, oh, why, like, why them and not me type bitch, like Cardi B said. Like, I mean, like, it's so nice when you see other people living the dream that they, what I'm saying, even though they didn't necessarily have that dream in the beginning, but going through
Mhm.
those steps and then they're realizing it, they're excuse me, I'm sorry, they're manifesting it, praying for it, and then it's starting to come through. And then they're just like, yo, I'm doing this. It's unbelievable. I'm doing it. You know what I mean? It's really nice. It's really nice to see. Especially, Tam Tam, if you don't mind me. You know what I'm saying? Like her doing what she's doing, having her business, like you said. I think that is beautiful. Anytime I see a woman owning her shit, like I'm just like, yes, go through it, baby. That's all I have to say.
Hey, and I'm glad you said that, because I want to set the record too on that front. While we're both considered co-founders of Hubtaku, I walk in her footsteps. I want that to be known for everybody listening to this right now. This is all stemming from her parent company, the Creative Folks, that she on her hard back made make sense to get to this point now. So y'all gonna get that flowers y'all deserve. I'm
I'm
just saying that,
gonna start
man. Like,
crying.
this
Y'all
is
need
a space.
to stop.
Hey, this the love fest. Like, just enjoy that shit, man.
Gotta have those moments, man. I feel like there's a lot of times, and I tell pretty much anybody that I come in contact with, there's a lot of times that we're talking to ourselves like, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't get this done. But if you really pay attention to what you have done, like, oh, I did get this done today. Like, I did make my bed, even though my blanket's not on my bed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I took the time to clean up. I took the time to do the dishes and, journal and read and invest into my self care. Like, these are things that are very important. And even though they seem like insignificant steps, they're still the steps that you need to get to where you need to be. Because if you're not investing any time into yourself, then you're going to get worn out even more quickly. So these moments where someone is giving you praise or you're praising yourself, it's really nice to take that in, because I'm going to let you know, I'm going to have those words playing in my head while I'm doing my next whatever it is, whatever I'm working on. It's going to be in my head, like, so I just want you to know that.
Hey, man, listen, like, Now, I just did my laundry today. My sheet not on the shit right now. So with what you talking about, the sheets not being there? If you think I'm not walking around here with a different strut, like yeah, I did that. I put them clothes in there. Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
Yeah, you did that.
did that shit. Nah, like the small victories lead to the bigger victories down the line. They all accumulate.
Hmm.
All that bit of energy that we put into this, we need something to keep us going.
Yeah.
And if that means for you on your end, you have to have that plan in your head every once in a bit. Like I do that too. I'm also toxic in the sense that I play the things in my head where people are like kind of shitting on me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to fuck your shit up. Watch me. Like
Yeah.
that type of stuff too. I mean, I'd be a liar if I said I wasn't, but
Hmm.
like the words and stuff, they have meaning no matter how you slice it one way or the other. So I want to make sure that the words that I'm giving to people have meaning to tell them like, look, you're on the right direction. And that's
Yeah.
the whole basis of this aired out platform, is to tell you like, thank you for what you're doing for this community. Continue to do that shit. If there's anything that Hubtaku could do to help you on that front, please let us know. Anything,
Thank
because
you.
we need to build some kind of a working relationship to make this make sense for all of us, because we
Oh
all gonna
yeah.
eat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look, and I'm so glad you said that because I already pre-planned this a little bit. So I'm gonna shoot my shot. I would love if y'all would do a Twitter space with me. If y'all don't mind like co-hosting one with me, that would be dope, bro. That'd be really
By all
dope.
means.
You heard it here already. Twitter space. If it ain't happened already because of the time of this episode, it's gonna happen. Hubtaku, the social senpai, is gonna be there. It's gonna be grand. It's gonna be amazing. Better tune in.
Hey, I love it. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, thank you so much. I was really like, oh man, I really want to ask them this, but I don't want to. So I was like, look, I'm gonna just do it. And so I'm glad you brought it up.
Oh, I am mad regular. You could have asked me. I'd be like, yeah, like shit. Let's go. It's all good. Um, before I close out, I want to make sure I allow for you to give any closing remarks. What's Let's see, not what's next per se for you, but what's something that you want to promote now that people need to tap in with?
Definitely, definitely keep your eye out for the coaching program that I have. I am looking for beta testers right now. I have 3 open spots. I have 5 people. So 3 open spots. And to do that, I have a post up that has the form that you have to fill out, and I'll contact you so that we can chop it up and just talk real quick, so I can see how I can best help you and what I can do to get your program started. It doesn't start until October the 17th and it runs until November the 25th. But like I said, you get your rewards. It's going to be fun. You're going to get a printed quest logbook sent to you and a guidebook sent to you as well, and a clan tag. I have clan tags planned out, so if you're a creator, if you're an entrepreneur, yeah, you're gonna get some tags.
That's fire.
Yeah, I was doing badges, like Pokemon badges. Yeah, so I have a few different things, like as far as like merch, I guess, but it's really just ways to help reward and incentivize the people that work with me to keep going on their journey, so that they don't lose hope. I want them to keep going, because it's always that one day that you decide, oh, I'm not doing this anymore, that could have made a difference. So yeah.
Hey, listen, well, y'all heard it here first. Another episode of Air It Out that just got conducted. Shout out to the social senpai. Whoa, words. What the fuck? Shout out to the I sound like goddamn Daffy Duck right now. It's nuts.
He needs a nap.
He needs some milk. Shout out to the social senpai. Shout out to Hubtaku per usual. This has been another episode of Air It Out. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. That blooper that you just got is free game, so enjoy it while you can, because I'm gonna be better than next episode. But always, forever, continue to make sure you keep your head in the clouds.